Welcome, ladies and gents. We're back in the shoes of Zug the Orc. And we're on the eve of what is going to be his first encounter with dragons. Zug doesn't know it, but I do. And I'm very excited about that.
It's always good to see. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
She's all those hinges I sold her. Okay. We want to buy... Oh, you don't have it today. Interesting.
Good luck out there.
Maybe your hubs has it.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Welcome to... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Huh. Okay.
Good doing business with you.
I was looking for a book. Because I can pick it up later, but it's not very important. Okay. I think the next thing... Health, healing, health. Okay, this is an important distinction for Zug. Healing means it'll actually heal him. Health means it increases your maximum health. And regen means it makes you regen faster. Okay. Everyone's talking over each other over there. Okay. Let's head up to Dragon's Reach. Gore? My orcish eyes betray me? Gore? I thought you were dead, man. Bro.
Yeah? Have you ever heard of clan fear? Lizard beasts from Oblivion. Taste like chicken. Or so I've been told.
Alright. Well,
Let's go.
Need supplies? See
I have no idea how you made it back from
Sleazy little man,
Silent Moons.
but he has good stock.
I'm sorry, were we talking?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Ah, yes, of course.
One of the perks of fighting in the arena is everyone in the city knows your name. Some people don't like the fame, but not me.
So you don't not like it? It's kind of a quiet spot. And Zug is going to get a sense something big is going to happen. Because of that, Zug is going to throw up a prayer to RK. Don't forget about Zug. Zug loves you, RK. Okay.
Wait for me. Farengar.
Your love? What's going on?
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
Did you hear that, Gore?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
No, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here.
I mean,
but I haven't
technically-
forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar.
Right.
As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
On your left, you're
I
right.
used to be an adventurer like you. But I took an arrow in the knee.
Is that twice I've heard that? A mod short circuit or something?
What is it? Dragons?
Yes.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the western watchtower.
A dragon? We're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight the dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Houseguard.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say?
Much for a scouting
Shall
mission.
we go kill us a dragon? Damn right. Let's move out.
I know a shortcut, guys. Yeah. Perhaps not a shortcut. Can you make it work? There you go.
Come and see what goods I offer.
Beautiful day for dragon slaying.
Fighting styles often come down to build. You got arms like a clanfier, and you got no range with a weapon, but you're quick with a shield.
No signs of any dragon right now. It sure looks like there's in. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're seeing.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Oh my god. Oh, this knockdown's hurt. So they happen whenever I get close to them.
Anyone see him?
Oh my god, the down pointing arrow bug.
You are
That'll probably scatter.
your defeat brings me honor.
You'll die this day, Dragon.
Enough! Is that all you've got? You can't win!
Withdraw. I have forgotten what
You can't defeat me. are already dead.
Oh,
Withdraw. I have forgotten what mine sword portals can provide.
someone's looking at magic.
Huzzah!
Can't get close.
Glory to
Oh god.
Savanda.
Oh. Busy. So I guess I'm supposed to fight him with a bow. Until I get some more creative ways to knock him out of the sky.
Let's make sure that overgrown lizard is dead. Get back!
I don't get how military men can fight as we need enough space to spread war.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
What's that mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I think you're right.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragon? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
You say you're left. You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Robert. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's that I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Asgard. You ain't at all.
All across Tamriel, I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
Good advice.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried? was shouting what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
I'm glad you're on our side.
And what side is that? Alright, Gore, it's back to Whiterun. Gore, do you have nothing to say?
What do you need? Business, friend. Business. Perhaps when our adventuring days are over, we can open the finest Torker stew shop in Skyrim. That, or a brothel. Seems like Skyrim needs more of both. Let's go.
Okay. You forgot about your dragon obsession, I suppose. Man of many tastes. They heard Zug roar. That's spooked Zug. Zug's gonna flip back to the city.
Look, you've already been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now, get lost.
We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information.
And who would that be?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
And why is it you're looking for this person?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We will find her eventually.
Feeling free.
Whiterun. If I never saw Dragon's Reach again, it'd be too soon.
I got bad news for you, Thor.
You killed the dragon.
Yes, I did. Or rather, yes, we did. We did. You know? Actually, Irileth did a lot of the killing, I'll be honest. That shock spell, she was slain. Mad respect.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
you're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Well, the watchtower was destroyed. But we killed that dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that.
When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
The Greybeards?
Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
Why did the Greybeards want me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rangar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rangar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Oh. Thane of Whiterun? Dragonborn? He's looking up for Zug. Vand, I saw your message. Interview request. Drippy, or whoever the heck that guy girl is. You mean of Drippy's Two-Fort thing?
What do you need?
Corey, you still have nothing to say. I'm so disappointed in you.
If what Gaiden Shinji says is true, then the best technique is to swing your hammer recklessly and hope to connect. Works for me anyway.
What is this weapon? Whoa. Holy crap. Listen to that sound. That is badass. This weapon is perfect for Zug. I can finally say goodbye to that stupid glaive. On striking a target, time between shouts is reduced by 20%.
Here talk about battle. Don't know why they don't build themselves.
Yeah, who the heck is Drippy? That's a good question. Fadon.
It's an arena. The city's as good a place as any.
Sounds like a Scottish sword name. Fadon. Nice reward. Okay. Well, Gore, I think that we had the pleasure of slaying a dragon with you, and you didn't seem to care, and that's a bit of a turnoff for Zug, honestly. So I think that let's go our own ways for a little while.
Hmm?
But you know what? You've wanted me to ask you this for a long time, so why don't I just go ahead and do so before we part ways? How have you managed to kill so many men?
It's all in the hips, friend. Killing a bandit is like making love to a maiden. It only takes a second, and there's no shortage of blood.
That is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Well, friend, I'm a warrior, not a gentleman. If you want one of those, talk to Sven. Although bringing him along might not be a bad idea. I've only heard the full chirp once, and I already want to kill myself.
On that note, Gore, I'll see you in Riverwood sometime.
You sure? Well, alright. Probably time I head on somewhere else. Never know where my stomach will take me.
Goodbye. Skyrim is a Bethesda game, yes. How the Microsoft acquisition is going to affect future Elder Scrolls games. I wonder that too. I really do.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
What does Thane mean exactly? Could you help me out?
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor. A gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
And what are housecarls?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way.
Let's do so then. Good old Lydia. The OG follower. I'm gonna go catch up with the Jarl. I need to thank him for this amazing greatsword. But it's late. He probably just went to bed. You're left still up.
Need something?
What's your take on the housecarl situation?
I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife. So you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade.
What kinds of threats?
Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway.
Understood. And how did a Dark Elf come to be a Nord housecarl?
Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so.
Coming on to me, Irileth?
I've got my eyes on you.
She's coming on to me. See you later, girl. Yeah, so I guess Our inimical Jarl has gone to take a nap. Okay. Well, we're gonna follow suit. Zug is exhausted after a night of vigorous dragon slaying. Let's do the usual and hit up the mare. Zug is looking forward to getting out of the city. Get away from all the shitty chatter. All the politics. How much money does Zug have? 1,500 gold.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Greetings.
Hey, hold on.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Sure thing.
I'll
It's
have the
yours
room,
for a day.
please.
I'll show you to your room, right this way.
By the eight, Sinmir, can't you take a joke? Relax, have a drink. I've already had 6.
One of these days, I really have to get something that's more comfortable to wear and easier to put on.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Bye.
If he comes back here, I'll have to talk with Balgruuf and get that fool cast out for good.
Let's have a bedtime story before Zug
You should think
retires.
about staying the night.
Is that so? Watch our backs, will you, Lydia?
How are we doing over here? Are you thirsty, hungry, both?
Why, yes, Holder. I'll have 4 bottles of wine with juniper berries, 7 bottles of Alto, and a venison with bitter green sauce.
Are you joking?
About wine? Never. In fact, forget the venison.
I swear you heard this exact tune from SpongeBob at some point in your life. It could be. Maybe it's like a public domain composition. The Death Blow of the Ebernanid, with explanations by the sage Geocrates Varnus. Broken battlements and wrecked walls, where worship of the horror once embraced, the bites of 50 winters, frost and wind, have cracked and pitted the unholy gates, and brought down the cruel, obscene spire. All is dust, all is nothing more than dust. The blood has dried and screams have echoed out, framed by hills on the wildest forlorn place of Morrowind sits the barren bones of Ebernanid. It's all in verse. When thrice blessed Rangadil first saw Ebernanid,
Perhaps
It burnished,
it's the wine talking.
silver bright with
Again.
power and permanence.
But I think your robe
A dreadful place with dreadful men to guard it.
I was about to say the same of you.
With fever-glassed eyes and strength, through the horror, Rangadil saw the foe's numbers was far greater than the few ordinators and buoyant armigers he led. Watching from the hills above, the field and the castle of death, while it stood, it damned the souls of the people of Morrowind. Accursed, Inquisitus Castle Ebernanid. The alarum was sounded, calling the holy warriors to battle. To answer villainy shield with justice's spear, to steel themselves to fight at the front and be brave. Rangadil too grasped his shield and his thin ebon spear, and the clamor of battle began with a resounding crash. To shake the clouds down from the sky, The shield wall was smashed and blood staunched. The ground of the field, a battle like no other, of Morrowind to destroy the evil of Ebernanet. I wonder if I should be singing this. I feel like I should be chanting it. The maniacal horde were skilled at arms, but for certs. But the three holy fists of Mother Lord and Wizard pushed the monster's army back in charge after charge. Rangadil saw from above, urging the army to defend. I can't catch this tune to sing it. Dagoth thrust himself in his pernicious spire. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, maybe this tune. And knew that only when the heart of evil was caught would the land there be truly saved. He pledged then by the temple and the holy tribunal of Morrowind to take the Tower of Abernanet. In a violent push, the tower base was pierced, but all efforts to fell the spire came to naught, as if all the strength of the horror held that one tower. The stairwell up was steep and so tight that two warriors could not ascend it side by side, so single file the army clambered up and up to take the tower room and end the reign of one of the cruelest petty tyrants of the annals of Morrowind, Dagoth Thros of Ebernanet. They awaited a victory cry from the first to scale the tower, but silence only returned, and then the blood. First only a rivulet and then a scarlet course poured down the steep stairwell with a cry from above. Dagoth Thros is besting our army one by one. Rangadil called his army back, every ordinator in buoyant armature, and he himself ascended the stair, passing the bloody remains of the best warriors of Morrowind to the tower room of Ebernanet. Like a raven of death on its eyrie was Dagoth Thros, holding bloody shield and bloody blade at the tower room door. Every thrust of Rangadil's spear was blocked with ease. Every slash of Rangadil's blade was deflected away. Every blow of Rangadil's mace was met by the shield. Every quick arrow shot could find no purchase. For the monster's
All the
greatest
golden
power...
Hammerfell isn't worth cleaning up another pool of vomit.
As I was saying, for the monster's greatest power was in his dread blessing that no weapon from no warrior found in all of Morrowind could pass the shield of Ebernanet. As hour passed hour, Rangadil came to understand how his greatest warriors met their end with Dagoth Thros, for he could exhaust them by blocking their attacks.
One
And
of these
then,
days, I really have to get something that's more comfortable to wear and easier to put on.
thus weakened, they were simply cut down. The villain was patient and skilled with the shield, and Rangadil felt even his own mighty arms grow numb. While Dagoth Thros anticipated, I am going to eviscerate that woman. And Rangadil feared that without the blessing of the Divine Three of Morrowind, he'd die in the Tower of Ebernanet. But he still poured down blows as he yelled, "Foe! I am Rangadil, a prince of the true temple, and I've fought in many a battle, and many a warrior has tried to stop my blade and has failed. Very few can anticipate which blow I'm planning, and fewer knowing that know how to arrest the design or have the strength to absorb all of my strikes. There is no greater master of shield blocking in all of Morrowind than here in the castle of Ebernanet. My foe, Dark Lord Dagoth Thros, before you slay me, I beg you, tell me how you know how to block." Wickedly proud, Dagoth Thros heard Rangadil's plea, and decided that before he gutted the temple champion, he would deign to give him some knowledge for the afterlife, how his instinct and reflexes worked, and as he started to explain, he realized that he did not know how he did it, and watched puzzled as Rangadil delivered what the tales of Morrowind call the death blow of Ebernanet. Geocrates Varnus explains. The horror refers to the Daedra prince Mirun's Dagon. 50 Winters suggests that the epic was written 50 years after the siege of Ebernanet, which took place in the Third Era, year 150. Thrice blessed Rangadil is the Rangadil Kettle, born Second Era 803, died Third Era 195. He was the commander of the Temple Ordinators, and thrice blessed by being blessed by the Tribunal of Gods. Mother Lord and Wizard refers to the Tribunal of Almalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil. Digoth Thras was a powerful Deidre worshipper of unknown origin who declared himself the heir of the Sixth House, though there is little evidence he descended from a vanished family. You enjoy that, Elduin? Like a good story? Well, ladies, Zug is getting some rest. Ah, what perk for Zug? Surely he's earned one. I think Deflect Arrows would serve Zug well, as would Brutal Fighter. I also think he would be well served by improving his mercantile skills and also by leaning into his shouts. These weapons are his primary way of dealing with problems. You gotta invest in your problem-solving mechanisms, in my opinion. There you go, Zug. We can get in 2 more power attacks now.
One of these days, I really have to get something that's more comfortable to
Okay.
wear.
So like,
And easier to put on.
fourth wall. Fourth wall down. I guess up. I'm pretty sure that NPC comes from
quick.
interesting NPCs. I need to find a way to make those callouts less frequent. Because it's just
All the gold in Hammerfell isn't worth cleaning up another pool of vomit.
listen to this Anya NPC just won't shut up. She's constantly talking.
Greetings! Safe travels to you.
Maybe if I talk to her, she'll stop barking. Not in the mood.
If he comes back here,
See? Another one. Every 15 seconds.
I could go for a good to make a vintage 399 right now. It's so hard to find third era bottles, though. The blasted war is what did it.
I wonder if mod added NPCs aren't impacted by the mods I have that make NPCs a little more relaxed. There's oh, look at this.
One thing at a time.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Look at these pumpkins. What's this for? Are we getting ready for Halloween in Whiterun?
Good to see you again, friend.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl.
Come and see my selection of the finest.
What's up, P?
Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
I'll do the same.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of
Bits
fish
and
and fowl?
baubles for
Treat
sale.
yourself and your kin to a
All
choice cut of
crafted
steak
by the
or a
best
tender rack of ribs.
blacksmith in Skyrim.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Hello, friend. Good luck out there. What can I do for you?
I want to sell a few
Blades,
things.
helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Sell this gold. And I found this armor lying around. You're welcome. And I guess that'll do it for now.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
You know, Zug doesn't really have a hand for these things, but do you need any help around here?
You're someone who can get things... Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Thanks for the business. That's a decent weapon you've made there. Good to see you.
Here it is.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. How's it going?
Here's a dagger.
This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Until next time.
I'm right behind you.
It's
I will
always
protect you
good
with
to
my
see
life.
someone I can count on.
I'll bring the leather to Adrian first.
Hello, friend.
Here it is.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Good luck out there.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
I'm right behind you.
Oh.
Do let me know
What
if
can
I
I
can
do
be of
for you?
service.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Good to see you. You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
Indeed.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Just my thinking.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're
Say
looking
off birth,
for.
I have
if
some,
not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
I have an iron dagger and a hide helmet with your name on it.
Welcome to War Maidens, the finest weapons and armor.
Do you have the same inventory as Adrian? Am I imagining?
Good
things?
doing business with you.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Speak to the Greybeards. That means we'll be going to... What's the name of the town on the foot of the road? I can't think of the name of it. Let me see if I have any other wares to sell. Okay, yes. Checking the Bellathor's.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
How about this dragon stuff? Do you like some of this? It's a bit heavy. Not much like the idea of hauling it around.
Do come back.
Thanks, Bellathor.
Hello, child of Kinnereth.
Someone mentioned to me something about the Gildergreen. Are you a priestess of Oh, what exactly happened?
The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore.
And why have the pilgrims been coming around?
A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kinnereth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Can we revive it?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the elderly, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
What kind of weapon
Elderly
was
was older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Let me see if I can snag that for you.
Your spirit is strong.
I'll be out and about.
Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Haven't seen this much for sale.
All crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Okay. Thought Bellathor was gonna buy my clothes, but I guess not.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Nice armor, bro. Let's go. Berengar's still on the job, I'm sure.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet
Nothing to me.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Hope this war lasts long enough that I get to fight in it. Battle, glory!
Oh boy. It's a young Nord for you.
Proventus.
What's up, Big F?
We need to convince my brother to do more for the war effort.
What would you have me do, Gromgar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Gromgar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Interesting.
Good to see you. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess.
There we go.
It's been good talking to you.
The cost of goods has doubled. I'll need more coin if I'm to provision us properly.
Our coffers are nearly empty. I can scarcely afford to pay the guards. We need every one of them in these troubled times. You'll have to make do with what we have, Proventus.
Yes, my lord.
Sounds like my manager. I need more resources. Nope, you need to work harder. Where did Farragut go?
These secret visits to the tavern will make you an easy target for an enemy assassin. You should have told me first.
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for talking to my people. You can't protect me every moment of the day.
That might be so, but it will never stop me from trying.
Divine smile on you, friend.
I haven't changed my mind if that's what you're asking.
You take care of yourself now.
Even for a day.
If we sent half our guards to aid the legions, just for a few days, it could tip the scales in the Empire's favor. The companions can help protect the city, and the Emperor will be in our debt.
Have you lost all sense? We are short on guards as it is. If we lose
Ventus,
half our
man.
men,
Get out of there.
The Brotherhood and Thieves Guild will have the run of the city. Stormcloaks will be the least of our worries. The answer is no, I tell you. Now stop pestering me with your warmongering.
Hang on. Get a closer look at this situation here. Big P. Doing alright?
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
So, prevent us. As long as we're sitting here casually, chatting by the fire, what do you think it means to be Dragonborn?
The only thing I remember is the old story of Tiber Septim being called Dragonborn by the Nords, before they switched sides and joined the Empire. No doubt those Greybeards up at High Hrothgar will talk your ear off about it.
What do you think about shouts?
Old Nord folktales always talk about shouting their enemies to pieces. I always thought it was just a myth. If you think you might be able to do that kind of thing, the Legion could certainly use your help. Go talk to the Greybeards. See what they can tell you.
And what do you think about the Greybeards?
Near as I can tell, a bunch of ancient Nord hermits who live on top of a mountain. Never heard of them talking to anybody before. If they really do want to talk to you, you'd better go find out what they want. You never know.
Alright.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Good luck with that wood. Okay, Farengar. As you were saying.
Good to see you.
What's your take on this Dragonborn business?
I don't know much. Only the old tales about the ancient heroes who would use the voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. They say the emperors used to be Dragonborn, but that all ended when Martin died during the Oblivion Crisis. The Greybeards can tell you much more than I can. They're the masters of the way of the voice, and taught Tiber Septim himself.
This is what you offer me? This? Be gone.
Yes, my lord.
What about shouts?
Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales. Shouting is an ancient form of magic, the use of one's voice to project their power. If you can shout, you need to go see the Greybeards. They'll know what to do.
Unanimous feedback here. Alright.
It's been good talking to you.
Take care, Big Cat. Alright, Lydia. We're gone.
show you the power of Talos Stormcrown, born of the North, where my bread is long winter. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you. I love, even as man, great Talos cherished. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel. And there it is, friends, the ultimate truth. We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit. The very idea
How long
is
is this
inconceivable to our elven overlords. Sharing the heavens with man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing! The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people! So rise up, children of the Empire! Rise up, Stormcloaks! Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine! For we are the children of man, and we shall inherit both heavens and earth. And we, not the elves or their toadies, will rule Skyrim forever! Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable, to you we give praise, and deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere you ascended, and the 8 became 9, you walked among us, great Talos, not as God, but as man! But you were once man, aye, and as man you said, let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown,
It's looped
born
now.
of the North. You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos.
Why was Talos worship outlawed?
Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos.
Aren't you worried to be arrested?
Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat.
Tell me more about Talos.
Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty
Talos
Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life, When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject.
I think I'm good. Thanks, Heimsker.
I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you.
Zug is going to accept
I
Talos.
love, even as man. Great
Shouting's the
Talos
coolest thing that's ever happened to him. His minds will lean into
saw
it.
in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim.
No
the
judgment,
future
Lydia.
of Tamriel. And there it is, friend. The ultimate. We are the children of man. Talos is the true God of man.
Okay. Well, folks, Zug is going to call it a night. This has been fun. We slayed a dragon and propelled the story forward. Excited to re-progress through parts of the main quest. I've done many times. Yeah, let's see what Zug goes on his adventures next. And we'll keep reading all the books of Skyrim. We'll see you there.